movies running all evening. We have Biz today.
Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb. Love him.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddy, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah. Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? Welcome to Destination Station. As always, I'm Destin. Thank you for clicking on this video. Subscribe to Destination Station if you want Scream, Halloween, and everything in between. And every town has an Elm Street, and all roads lead to Woodsboro. And today, we're taking a trip to Elm Street, where Samara Weaving has some thoughts on what she wants to do in her next project or horror project. You know, she's a big fan in the community, big part of it. She's been in, The Babysitter. She's been in Scream 6 recently. Ready or Not was great, and I might be missing a couple here, but Samara Weaving is on the rise, and she's a big fan of horror, and that's why she does these projects. And over on Bloody Disgusting, I thought it was interesting. I'll just bring it to your attention if you haven't seen it already, but Samara Weaving wants to fight Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So here's what they have to say. This is my first time reading it as well. So, a fan favorite here in the horror world, Samara Weaving has made her mark on the genre with films like, including Mayhem, The Babysitter, Ready or Not. And she also appeared in 2 iconic horror franchises to date with roles in both Ash vs. Evil Dead and Scream 6. What franchises would Samara Weaving like to appear in next? It's a question that Collider asked the actress in South by Southwest over the weekend. Her answer was A Nightmare on Elm Street. Samara Weaving versus Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Sign us up. Wes Craven's original horror classic celebrates the 40th anniversary here in 2024. Though it's another anniversary that is at the forefront of our mind right now. It's now been 14 years since the most recent Nightmare on Elm Street movie, that being the remake of 2010, which sucked. At this time, there's still zero forward momentum on a new Nightmare on Elm Street film. So I know Blumhouse is looking to obtain that. Same with Friday the 13th. So yeah, I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street needs to come back. I feel like they can do a lot with it. I do want Robert Englund to be a part of it a little bit. I do think it needs to be a passing of the torch type of thing, because I don't think we're going to get Robert Englund. Robert Englund's like really old, not in best shape. He just doesn't, all that hours in the makeup and doing a bunch of stuff, but if they film it just right to where Robert is like in the shadows and we only see bits and pieces of him, but we never get a clear shot, kind of like the original Nightmare on Elm Street, the way they shot him the first half of that movie, I think that would be fine. And but we're transitioning into our new Krueger, like maybe there's some long lost son or something like that. I've had thoughts on that on other videos. I'll try to find them and put them up here, but anytime that there's any news about Nightmare on Elm Street, I try to show some love here on the channel because I don't want it to be forgotten. I want another Nightmare on Elm Street. I do want Robert involved, but I think it needs to be a passing of the torch, passing of the glove of some sort, similar to how, take some inspiration from the new Candyman film. Thought that was great in some ways, that it wasn't a perfect film, but I was thinking through that entire movie, they could take some things here and add that to A Nightmare on Elm Street, and we could do the same similar thing, just build upon it and make it better. So yeah, always thought that was intriguing. Samara Weaving is always welcomed in the horror film community. In movies, I wanted her to have a bigger part in Scream 6, which she did not, but she's a badass. She's bad. If you haven't seen Ready or Not, and you know what, I forgot about Mayhem. I don't know if that was actually horror. I'd have to go back. I think that was a lot of action in that movie. But even bring back Heather Langenkamp, having Heather Langenkamp kind of like be side by side with Samara Weaving, that would be badass. I could see them going toe to toe, and that'd be super awesome. But this does need to be like a reboot, like maybe a requel, a direct sequel to the original Nightmare on Elm Street. That's where I think they should go. and show respect to the rest of the franchise, so they can bring back Heather Langenkamp and do something fresh with it, you know. And let's just start it up, you know. Like let's just get something off the ground with the Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's get moving. We got Friday the 13th coming out. We got Final Destination. All this stuff is coming back. Don't let Nightmare on Elm Street just go by the wayside. And you gotta find somebody that really embodies Freddy. My pick has always been Walton Goggins. If you've been a fan of this channel or subscribed, you know that already. But there's a lot of good contenders. Kevin Bacon, I know, is a big one. You know, Robert said that. But no one's going to... It's tough shoes to fill, I'm telling you. No one's going to be able to amount to what Robert Englund brought to that character all these years. So he is Freddy Krueger. We just need something fresh. Okay, maybe a little bit of more psychological horror with it, you know. Let's dive more onto that side. It doesn't have to be straight up slasher, slasher, slasher. We do want our kills, but let's go into the lore of it. Let's build this lore and let's build it right. Samara Weaving versus Freddy. Sign me the fuck up. All right, subscribe to Destination Station if you like all things horror, and you're in the right place here at Destination Station. I'll see you later, or I'll see you another time. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.